What's up, my Shuggies? Ashley here, and in today's video we are talking all about design. I have been working on a project home, as many of you know, and throughout that process I've been able to find some amazing high-end looking pieces at extremely affordable prices. So I figured, why not make a video where we discuss and tag and link and show you guys how to get these beautiful rooms for an affordable price that are literal dupes of high-end stores. So if you are interested in seeing this furniture dupe video, please don't forget to subscribe and just keep watching. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the video. And the first item that I want to talk about is the guest bedroom that we've been working on in my project home. So like I said in the beginning, as many of you know, there is a brand new project home I've been working on for someone, decorating the entire thing from start to finish. So as you can imagine, there are a ton of different rooms, a ton of different areas and spaces that need complete renovations, from not just paint to wall art, furniture, flooring, you name it, hardware, and everything in between. So one of the rooms that we specifically were working on was a guest bedroom, and they really liked the look of this restoration hardware bedding that I will insert a picture of that was very nice, very neutral in color, but very high in price. So after a ton of different digging, I was able to find a very, very affordable version of that at Macy's furniture store. And I don't know if many of you know that Macy's does have a furniture store, and local to where I live, they actually have one not that far away from me. So I'm able to go in person, I'm able to see these things, touch these things, feel these things, and talk to them about pricing, wait for the best time to get things so that I'm able to optimize my savings. So I'm going to insert a picture of what that bedroom is looking like so you can see how close this bed looks to the one from Restoration Hardware. I of course will link all of the details below, but I did want to tell you about the price. And like I said, it does fluctuate time to time depending on the season and sales that go on, but right now it is on a limited time special for $499. So that is an amazing savings, and not only a great price, but I can attest to the quality, as I've seen this bed in person and have been working with different comforters on this bed, and it feels very sturdy and high-end. So the great thing about this is it's not only going to not break the bank, but it's going to be a nice quality piece that is going to last you a good amount of time. I personally am still working on the bedding, but I am going for a linen light type bedding, a little bit of texture, not a ton of color. This client really likes the neutral color palette as well. And in addition to that, in this picture, that beautiful, what looks like a nightstand is just a accent table that I found from HomeGoods. So don't forget to check out your local HomeGoods or my HomeGoods hauls, because I have tons of videos where I go throughout HomeGoods and show you not only how to shop, but how to decorate and incorporate those amazing pieces into your home to make it look nice and high-end. So we took that accent table, we threw that in there. We used a pre-existing lamp and a nice fiddle leaf tree and came out with this beautiful look. It is a small but simple guest room that is warm and inviting, and I am loving the way that it is turning out. The next item up is something that I have been dying to talk about again, because I have gotten so many views, comments, and requests about this video, and it is none other than my version of the Cloud Couch dupe, and that is the Tavani sofa from Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is something that I have been researching and trying so hard to find, because as everyone does, we love that clean line and that comfortable sofa look, but of course not at the Restoration Hardware prices. We all can't afford them, or just simply don't want to pay them. I know that there are some people out there that have the Restoration Hardware Cloud Couch and they absolutely love it, and that is wonderful, but this is simply for those people that either don't want to spend the money or just simply cannot afford to. That couch is very, very nice and high-end. However, it is very, very expensive. I think upwards of $10,000 if I remember correctly. So this Tavani couch is nowhere near that. It's not even half of that price, and I got the rather large size. It does come individual, and this is something that I get so many questions about, probably probably my number one question. So for those of you wondering, it not only comes in the 2 configurations I have linked in my like to know it, but it comes in individual pieces so that you are able to configure it however you want to. And that is the only way I was able to purchase this couch, because we have such a large open living room. I needed a couch that was really, really long and not very deep. So we just went with, I believe it is 2 end pieces and then 2 middle pieces. So for all the way across. I'll link the details below if I'm inaccurate about counting. And then depth-wise, we only have 2 ottomans to make it more of that chase lounge look. It really is completely customizable to get any configuration you want. So if you are looking not only for a couch, but you're having a hard time because sometimes for whatever reason, it does not make any sense to me. Sometimes these companies only have a right configuration or a left configuration, or, you know, a 3-piece configuration where you really need more space in length. So it really is amazing because they have thought of absolutely everything, including the color. And that was another thing that I was super worried about. I did not want it to be too yellow. I wanted it to be nice and light and bright, but not too yellow, and of course not too white. I was also worried about staining and discoloration with any you know, body oils, hair, any of that stuff, and I have not had any issues whatsoever. This is a couch that I've had for about, I would say 3, maybe 4 months now, and I have had absolutely no issues with it. I fluff it. I have not vacuumed it yet. I flip the cushions just to keep everything, you know, uniform and crisp. And like I said, I've had no issues whatsoever. Pilling, I've had no issues. Discoloration, I've had no issues. Sinking in, I've had no issues. It does have a top layer of goose down, kind of like a feather fill on top of the foam. And, you know, if you sit on it for a long period of time and you get up, it does have a little bit of an indentation, but I just fluff it up or flip the cushion and it's perfectly good to go. So as far as an update and me loving this couch, I love it. I still attest to it. I would recommend that you go into the store and see it in person. I know that not every store carries it in stock in the showroom, so go ahead and give them a call. Definitely check up and see. Even if you drive a little bit further of a distance, it's totally worth it, because you want to be confident when you're making these sort of purchases, because it's something that you look at every single day, and of course something that you spend a ton of time on. So I will link all the details below for you guys as far as the configuration, pricing, all of that good stuff below in the description box. And please comment and let me know if you guys have any other questions about the couch. But I believe it is such an amazing dupe for the Cloud couch. I actually think it's a little bit better just because it's not so smushy whooshy, and it's a little bit more on the crisp, clean side. It's got a little bit more structure to it. It's not so soft. So I personally love that about it. I think it is like the quintessential couch and the most affordable for the Cloud couch dupe on the market. So like I said, if you have any questions, comment down below and we will move on to the next dupe. Now, this next piece of furniture is something, again, I did a ton of research on and tried to find something that was super similar to the Restoration Hardware table. Now, this not only is a Restoration Hardware dupe, but this is just a dupe in general, because I feel like this classic dining room table style is so big in so many different companies and so many different brands. But my goal was to find the most affordable, and I really feel like I did that at one of my favorite places, and that is World Market. If you guys do not have a World Market, I would love for you to check it out online. They have so many amazing pieces and accessories for the home. Some of my candle holders are from there, carpets, you name it, they have a little bit of everything. And even in the back, like Home Goods, they have a wine and kind of like special fancy food section. So they really are an amazing place that has tons of furniture options that are very affordable for you as well. And that table is one of them. I will link it below for you guys. It's amazing. It was so easy to put together and super duper affordable. Now I will say this table in specific, because they do have several on their website, is a gray washed table. It is the Riley table, and again, I will link all the details below in the description box for you guys. They do have a corresponding bench that is for sale, but I wanted a really crisp and clean look with just plain chairs all the way around. So there are tons of different combinations you can get. They actually also have the Restoration Hardware dupe in the picture that I put up of the exact same dining chair that is super affordable as well. It just wasn't something that my husband and I agreed upon. So if that's something you're interested in, getting an exact dupe for that picture, then I will link those chairs below for you guys as well, because they're super comfortable and super duper affordable. And they swivel, so that's a added bonus. Now, of course, with wood tables, just like anywhere else, there are a ton of different configurations. Again, the most crisp, clean, and simple table is definitely going to be this one. I didn't want anything with X's underneath. I didn't want it to lean too rustic or too farmhouse. I wanted something clean, crisp, and modern that I was actually able to interchange the chairs at any point and still get that crisp, clean aesthetic and look. And I really feel like this table encompasses all of that. For price, of course, it varies because of the store that it's at. Just like Macy's, they're going to have their sales and additional percentages off. But at this exact moment is $499 with a 10% off curbside pickup coupon that you can add on the website. So that is an extra $49 off of that. So for about $450, you can get this table, and I think that is a really good deal. Again, whether you have pre-existing chairs or want to add chairs to it, there are endless combinations of amazing looks that you can put together. And again, I will insert a picture of mine as well so you can see against the dupe and how similar they are, as well as how different they are because of my chairs. The next is, of course, the quintessential olive tree. And you guys, I definitely scored big when I found this amazing tree in Tampa. I happened to be scouring one of the home goods in Tampa and found it. And you guys, it is the best artificial tree I've ever found in my entire life. It not only looks high-end restoration hardware, but it was an absolute steal of a price, and it was only $279. So for any of you that know anything about artificial trees, they can be extremely expensive and super duper duper small sometimes when you get them to the house. So you think for this price that you're getting, you know, this 10-foot tree, and then it gets there and it's like 5 foot. So trees can be tricky. Artificial plants in general are tricky, but this one is amazing. So if you ever find it at your local home goods, do not pass it up. I promise you will regret it. Not only is this tree substantial, it comes in an amazing vessel that is super nice and high-end looking, and it also is extremely tall. And we have extremely tall ceilings in this house, and when I put it in our bedroom, it was very, very, very close to the ceiling area, and I would say it ended up being at least a minimum of 8 feet tall. I'm telling you, this tree is massive. It is a very simple organic olive tree. I know some of you thought that it looked a little bit sparse, but that really is the look that I was going for. I didn't want something that was going to be too thick and wide and take up too much space. I wanted it to be more of a tall, lean looking tree, and this really just absolutely completed this bedroom and this look for $279. You cannot beat it. And I've researched a ton of artificial trees, not only in stores, but online as well. And this was definitely a steal. I will continue to do my research and see if I can find anything similar, since this isn't something you can directly get online. I will also link my runner-up for the best tree that I've ever found in person, and that is from World Market, and it is the fiddle leaf tree. It is a steal of a price as well, and I actually got one for that project house that I'm working on because it was such a good deal. I think I ended up getting it for like $100 with coupons and all of that stuff. So I'll definitely link that below for you guys as well. Last but not least is going to be coffee table books, as well as an accessory for your coffee table, and that is these beautiful wooden links from Home Goods. You guys, these were a steal. They are a little bit more of a metal material, but they were only $19, and to me, it didn't matter that they weren't wood. They were so beautiful and so like oversized and high-end looking. I wish I would have gotten both when I saw them, but of course, you know, we always regret those purchases we don't get. But for 19 bucks, I think it was a steal, and I found some very similar. For those of you who are familiar with Studio McGee at Target, she also has her own online store, and I found some there. You guys, they can be super expensive and super high-end. So if you go to Home Goods, this is definitely a dupe for those. Please take a picture, screenshot it with your phone and keep it with you, because these are an absolute dupe for them and they are very, very nice and high end. As far as coffee table books, I have seen these at so many places, including now Pottery Barn carries them, and I know that they're so beautiful and aesthetically pleasing and tie in all of your decor really well, but they can get extremely expensive. So I'm definitely going to suggest you checking out places like Marshall's and TJ Maxx in store and online, because the best thing about that is you not only don't have to worry about going into Home Goods and digging through the ones that they have, but they will ship them to you for free if you hit a certain amount, and you get them a lot cheaper than you would someplace like Pottery Barn or some of these other high-end stores in the malls that carry these exact same books. So books can definitely get expensive. Make sure that you do your due diligence. I will link some of my favorites below for you guys, as well as Amazon. If you check, sometimes they have those coupons that you can add at the checkout to make them even more affordable, so you don't have to feel guilty about spending money on some simple books that you're adding for decorative accents, as well as bringing some texture and light to your rooms and spaces. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I will leave everything that I can in the description box down below. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that post notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.